going to be theorizing about Squid Game. This isn't a 100% theory. It's more like a deep reflection based on everything we saw in season 3, mixed with our own speculation about Hwang In-ho, also known as the frontman, and we're also going to try and guess where the franchise might be headed next. And guys, trust me when I tell you that season 3 was really sad. There were some really disappointing deaths like Sung Gi-yoon and Kim Jong-hee. And in my opinion, there are some deserved deaths like that selfish bastard player 097 and also Lee Myung-gi. Anyways, now let's get started. So the whole season 3 revolves about the concept of humanity, because as we basically see in all seasons, all the inhumane players kill each other, like Thanos and Lee Myung-gi. And even the final episode of season 3 is named Humans Are. And I believe that the inhumanity turned Hwang In-ho, also known as the frontman, into what he is right now. Because in the episode titled Square, Triangle, and Circle, the frontman invites Sung Gi-yoon, who is also known as the player 456, into his office, and then he reveals to him his face, and obviously he recognizes him from season 2 because he was pretending to be player 001. And as they were face to face, Hwang In-ho gives him a knife, telling him that if he wants to survive with the baby, he'll need to cut the throats of the sleeping players. Because in a flashback, Hwang In-ho was a scared player just like Sung Gi-yoon, but the inhumanity of these games and those players corrupted his brain. And the previous frontman before him, which is also known as Oh Il-nam, did the same thing. He invited him to his office, gave him a knife, and killed everybody to survive. But Gi-yoon, even though he was wielding a knife, he couldn't kill anyone because he's a good guy, so he decided to save the knife for the sixth and final game. As Gi-yoon was leaving the office, the frontman asks him an interesting and genuine question, which is,
Do you still have faith in people?
and this single line just proves everything that I just said right now. In the last game, Gion does something that changes Hwang In-ho's mind. He sacrificed himself just to save the baby, because I suppose that you already watched this season and you know that those stupid twisted VIPs chose for the kid to play. The other heartless players wanted to kill it just to win, but Gion protected it, sacrificed himself just to save the baby, because after her mother died in jump rope, Gion promised her that she'll help her little girl out. This shows Hwang In-ho, also known as the frontman, the truth of humanity. And it's not that In-ho was a bad person. He cared a lot, not just for his friend Gyun, but also for his brother, because after he shot him in season 1, In-ho ordered Captain Park, also known as the father of the salesman, to go and save his brother's life and take him to the hospital. And in season 3, In-ho is seen warning his brother to stop his investigation and to give up on it just because he cared about his life. Speaking of those VIPs, they're cold, inhumane, and soulless. They treat lives like entertainment, just like Sung Gi-yoon used to do in season 1. He used to go with his friend and bet on horse riding culture. And that's what the VIPs are doing. They're relaxing in their bar, sipping on their drinks as they're betting on the deaths of the player like it's a game of poker. But it goes deeper than that. These twisted VIPs don't just bet on people dying, they like to exploit them. For example, in season 1, when the detective secretly infiltrated the island and pretended to be a waiter for the VIPs, one of them actually tried to sexually exploit him, ordering him to satisfy him. But luckily, the detective protected himself. But this moment showed just how perverted and power drunk these people really are. And also, in the place where the VIPs lounge, you can literally place your drinks on human statues. And this just reflects everything wrong with this world. Just like the classic triangle image, the powerful people like the king sits on top and the peasants suffer at the bottom. One example of a painting even shows a noble sitting on the back of a peasant like a throne. So what I said so far shows that it's not just about money, it's about dominance, exploitation, and taking their dignity away from them and treating them like animals. And take guard 11 as an example. She wasn't like the other guards that follow orders like machines, because she saved the life of Park Gyong-sok. And if you're wondering why, it's because she knew him. They worked together in the same theme park before any of this nightmare. And to even go deeper than this, she knew about his sick daughter's illness. She didn't just follow orders blindly. She made a choice, because unlike the VIPs, she still has a heart. And at the end, The frontman was kind enough to travel to Los Angeles in America to break the news to Gion's daughter that his father has passed away. He also gave her her father's outfit and also his credit card, and that card actually contains the prize money that Gion won back in season 1. Then at the end, we see an American saleswoman playing Dokchi with a homeless person to give him the card to go to the games. And we all know that Netflix is producing a spin-off series to Squid Game, which is the American one. And also thanks to the cinematic universe image we got, we can see that it's coming out in fall of 2026. And also in the Netflix documentary named Squid Game The Conversation, the director and the actor who played Sang Gyun and Hwang In-ho had a moment where the actor of Gyun asks if they're making a movie about the frontman's backstory. So it's not officially confirmed, but it's heavily hinted that they're planning to make a frontman spin-off titled Squid Game 1987. And maybe the small amount of Hwang In-ho's humanity will lead to him to try and stop it in honor of Gyun. And also maybe when the daughter grows up, she'll join the games too, just to investigate why her father was missing for so long. And fun fact, there's a rumor going on in TikTok claiming that Mr. Beast might be the cast of the frontman in the American Squid Game. Like, how crazy is that? Also, I noticed something about Mr. Beast's Squid Game video from 3 years ago. And the difference is that he changed his thumbnail. To be honest, that's kind of suspicious. Why would he randomly change it out of nowhere? This could be proof that he'll actually be involved in the show. Anyways, this is it. This is my idea. This twisted, inhumane system exploit broken people, weak players, and even innocent newborns who doesn't even know what's fully happening. But I hope you enjoyed my theory. Please don't forget to subscribe because I'll really appreciate it. Bye guys and have an awesome day.